I found out that Courtney and her boyfriend were planning on staying at a motel in Colorado.
I work with a lot of law enforcement, and I asked them about that hotel, and they said, oh, absolutely do not stay at that hotel.
It was in a very disturbing part of town, and what went on at the motel was scary.
That is a hub for sex trafficking, prostitution, drug dealing. When I heard that, I immediately took a flight to Colorado. The stuff that we have done going in through these last 11 months have been horrific, but there's no way that I'm ever gonna give up on my daughter.
While he was over in Colorado with me, they showed up at his parents' house, uninvited, and confronted his mother. And they say that she said things that I don't believe that would ever come out of her mouth. She loves her son so much. And they told me that the second they picked me up from the airport, they put all this stuff on me, just started piling it all on and all on and all on.
Like what?
That he's gonna sex traffic me.
That his mother said that?
Yeah, that his intent is just to marry me and that's it.
Green card?
Huh?
To get a green card?
Pretty much, but I don't believe that's the case, and he's made it very clear to me that that is not the case. And they piled all this on me, and I was upset, but it was late at night, so I talked to him about everything that was that they had told me, and I was like, hey, we need to talk about this. And we talked, and he goes, you know that none of that's true. And I said, I know it's not. And he's like, that's not how my mom thinks. My mom knows that. And so the next day, I was sitting in the car. We were gonna go get our nails done, and I broke down. And I said, I just don't get it.
Well, I was there and held his mom's hand across the table when we talked. The main thing was she said, I don't know what he's doing. I have asked him to be respectful to you and Scott. She said, but it is our tradition to find the girl that they want to marry, isolate them from their family, and then once they marry, they can go back. And she just shook her head in tears, and she said, I don't know if this is what he's thinking. He doesn't talk a lot and spends hours in his room.
Did you recognize that all of these things you were saying and the evil nature of what you were alleging and saying to her was causing her to have a really bad reaction?
I held her hand and cried with her, so we were both together through this.
So you recognized that this was leading to a full-blown panic attack?
We stopped and said, let's take a deep breath so we can talk through this together.
On the way to the hospital?
No,
before we left.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But it was too late.
Yeah.
At that point,
Yeah.
physiologically, it's all running away with you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we couldn't
at that
comfort her.
Uh-huh. Because at that point, she's feeling overwhelmed.
Yeah, we tried to. Yeah, we're not proud of that.
Do you feel like you've invaded her privacy?
Oh, yeah.
Do you feel like you've had your privacy invaded?
100%.
Because you've actually gotten in and read text between she and her boyfriend.
They've hacked my Instagram, too.
You were caught sending inappropriate pictures, and then you showed up at the motel unannounced. You flew the red eye, and then you were tracked on an app, and so they showed up at a coffee shop. So they're.
That's all in like reverse order. First it was the tracker, then it was the motel, then it was the pictures, but yeah.
And then they visited the boyfriend's parents without telling you.
Right. And I asked them, wait till I come home so we can introduce our parents like normal boyfriend, girlfriend would introduce their parents to each other.
Yeah. And how'd you feel about them doing all this?
Just disrespected.
Yeah. And they've eavesdropped on cameras in the townhouse.
Yep. When they told me that the cameras were turned
That was
off.
by accident.
Thanks for watching. While I have you, don't forget to click that little red button below to subscribe. Come on, you know you want to. Do it.